Right, our reporter Linda Mnisi is there. Linda, very good afternoon to you. I suppose this now paves the way for coronation.
Well, not until some of the issues on Mpo have been resolved. If you would have heard that media briefing, impromptu media briefing that was held by the Prime Minister of the AmaZulu nation, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, right at the doorstep of the Gwakangela Royal Palace, saying that there's still a number of issues that still need to be resolved. In fact, he received a message from the King himself saying that he should be announcing the date of the coronation, but he also explains the importance of this particular ceremony when it comes to the issues that still need to be resolved. He says one of the things that need to happen is inhlambululo, which forms part of this ceremony, in that there are certain things that still need to be resolved and certain conversations that still need to be had by the family. In that another thing, or in fact one of the things that needs to be resolved is the issue around the communication that's been happening between the King as well as the President, because as per usual, he says what he's used to is that the President would communicate with the Prime Minister, but it seems there's been new dates that have been communicated with the King and a new venue. So those are some of the issues that still need to be resolved. He also goes as far as saying that most of the issues, in fact some of the issues that also still need to be resolved are around what was said in that media briefing that took place on Thursday. He says many of the people who are in the family still need to talk about certain things that did not sit well with them. That process still needs to take place before they can announce the date of the coronation. But when we spoke to the local chiefs earlier on, the chairperson of the House of Traditional Leaders here in KwaZulu-Natal telling us that they're quite excited because this will be one of a kind, given the fact that the late King, the late AmaZulu King Goodwill Zwelithini kaBhekuzulu, ruled for about 50 years. So many of the people in the Zulu nation had never witnessed a coronation before. So this will be a first experience for many, especially the young people who are eager to see what is going to unfold legally and legislation-wise. He says the only formal proceeding that will take place is, of course, the handing over of the certificate of recognition by the President of the Republic, Cyril Ramaphosa. You'll remember that the legislation and the legal process also involves the gazetting or the publishing of King Misuzulu Zwelithini's name in the government gazette. That has already been done, which then says that, or even affirms that the King is firmly in the throne. The next step is, of course, the formalities in terms of handing over that certificate of recognition.
But perhaps, Linda, let's go back slightly. As we heard the Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi speaking about the King as a good aimer, and that the cleansing process was overall a success.
Yeah, and he was attributing that to the number of animals that he brought home, or the King brought home yesterday. You'll remember that part of this cleansing ceremony involves, of course, hunting, which he explained earlier today, saying that the King is required to take his father's weapons to the field where he was going to hunt. And yesterday he came back with about 9 different animals. One of the animals he received as a gift from the local chief where he had been hunting. So in total he came back with around 10 animals, and that signals a successful hunt. They were quite impressed with the work that he did. But we also saw the King thanking all the participants in this particular ceremony. And one of the things, Mpo, that stood out for me was how he says that while there are internal squabbles in the family and a difference of opinion, everybody belonged here. This is the home for everybody. Also thanking the people that participated and helped in making sure that this particular ceremony is a success.
Well, Linda Mnisi, let's leave it there for now.